We got ourselves Xbox Salt, chat. Oh! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. It happened. It finally showed up. We got some. You know why? Because the wife, Ericutz4thewin, made a video slamming Xbox fanboys. She got him. Oh, no, it's LA night. You son of a bitch. Let's hear what happened. So you guys want to watch Erica's video? We can watch it after if you guys want.
We eating good over here, man. We eating good. Don't let your pony friends or the opinions of these people who don't.
You guys want to watch it now? Okay, we'll watch it now.
Why do people want third person? I don't get it. I really don't get it. People just limit themselves to what they play, and I don't get it.
First party games.
Look at the fun bags on that hose hound.
I'd like to eat her liver with some Farber beans and a nice bottle of Chianti.
Come here. Look at this.
First person mode does not give people motion sickness.
Hey, stupid motherfucker.
Yes, it does.
Oh boy, here we go again. The motion sickness queen has arrived. I'm back, all right, because we got to address some of these statements said because they are just the worst when it comes to this topic about motion sickness.
Dude, motion sickness is totally real because they even have a fucking FOV slider. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, you need it for your FOV or else you get fucking sick. That's why head bobbing happens. That's why you got to remove it.
And Indiana Jones. Yeah, we're here again because it's a mess. And as your resident motion sickness expert, it's my duty to clean this mess up. So get your trash cans and your Dramamine ready and let's just do this.
By the way, people's motion sickness went overnight.
Well, it went away as soon as it was announced for PlayStation 5.
Yeah, the miraculous cure for motion sickness. It was beautiful.
Okay, I want to know, who are they talking about?
Yeah,
I want
not Erica.
names. Seriously, who said that? Don't be shy. Go ahead and tell us. Who said that? Because that sure as heck wasn't.
Listen, chat, I know that look. I know that look. When she gets in my face. All right, chat. Who said it? Who said it? I see it daily. No, Grizzly, that's not the pic. That's the eyebrow. Or she got like this one curled up. Like, listen, boy, let me tell you.
Me, and I'm one of the, if not the most vocal about motion sickness when it comes to video games.
She even didn't play Doom because of it. Like, Doom was bad
Alex,
for her.
to be honest and kidding aside, if he was a true fan, consider his take and try to improve but not changing to fit him cause he went soft. The worst people to lose is the silent customer, the one that leave without saying anything. Anyway, SMT.
Anyway, suck my dick. Honestly, yeah, like if I start to see, honestly, Bashy, before we do the thing, I think the thing is that if I, for some reason one day, like just started making cooking content or some other bullshit on this channel, that's how you lose people, right? Or if I became like very anti-community or anti-viewer, or the way I structured things wasn't viewer focused, that would put all you guys off. You guys wouldn't say anything. You would just leave, right? So I think the thing is that you have, like, the way I see things is if I was a viewer, what would I want to see? And that's how I structure it. And I think that's the most important thing is when you put the viewer first, that shows them like, you're here for this, because you can't just go off and start asking for shit. You can't.
Mr. Litera 1 super chat $5. How common is first person motion sickness?
Very common.
I never knew it was a thing until indie, and I thought it was just fanboys coming up with console war ammo.
No. It is super common. It is super common. I think too, like, when you start seeing viewers like just leave because of either you said something that was like way out of fucking pocket, or you know what? A good example would be if I started getting into politics. If I started getting into politics in games, you guys wouldn't even say anything. You'd be gone. You'd be gone. Because it would be like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You never talked about this bullshit. That's not why we're here. It'd be, you guys would be like, fuck, like, get out of here, bro. We don't want to see that shit. That's like, that, like, to me, that's like, that wouldn't work. I think too, like, I think the best thing Frit ever did was make his second channel, because he wants to espouse those opinions and it's good for him to do it. And he's also just exposing a lot of the grifting that's happening on that side. But I think for Frit, it's also good to separate those two things. Like, it's also good for me to do the ARPG channel because it's not important to what you guys want to watch here. Then ARPG, and then like PoE fans don't really mix well with like the content that I do here. So we got to make that a separate thing. So it's almost like, hell yeah, cut a rug, Grim. You know it. Grim says, what do you say here? We're here for you, motherfucker. Your takes.
New Zealand
I don't know.
dollars.
We're here. I appreciate that.
I'll
Grim.
leave if you ever lose muscle mass.
True, wannabe. That's never gonna happen. I'm always gonna get swole, baby. Don't worry about it. So yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, it's there are a lot of viewers like Grim that are just like, I'm just gonna watch no matter what. But I think too, like, you have to think about it from like as a collective. It's important.
Reforge Gaming Clips Super Chat $1.99. Just do what I do, talk SHT and members streams.
Yeah, Reforge. I should just really just shit on my entire chat is what I need to do. You guys are terrible. You're horrible. Why do you even sit here? You don't even hit the like button. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
Will Broke Boy Lewis Super Chat $1.99. If you want third person play Freak in Tomb Raider.
Well, I think that's a viable argument in return, but I think at the same time too, like, there are games people want to play and they should be able to play them. Like, that's perfectly fine. I'm cool with that, you know. Like,
Cloaktronics Super Chat $5.
That's fine too, but
my wife get motion sick when playing video games of any kind. She has to spin the camera not too slow but not too fast to not make her feel sick.
Yeah, and Erica, she couldn't even play Doom because running around the actual arenas in Doom made her motion sick. For her, it's not being able to know where she's going that gets her sick, and that's the problem. That's why she can play things like Halo, because she understands it's just an arena map that's small, and it's not like this constant like circling kind of a thing. So.
And it's funny because the one time I actually interacted with this guy, Jamie Moran, it was around the time Indiana Jones was announced, and he was talking about how we were faking motion sickness because it's an Xbox game, and that we never suffered from it before.
She's always been she's always been motion sick. It's always hit her, dude. We tried Doom 2016, we tried Stalker, we tried all kinds of games. She couldn't do it, bro. She just fucking would throw up everywhere. Erica and her motion thickness,
Bashy Washy Super Chat $2.
Yeah,
PP that get motion sickness never gawk 9K.
Exactly, bro. And it sucks because there's so many games that she wants to play that she just fucking can't. And I feel bad for her too. Like, we've tried increasing field of view, we've tried Dramamine, we've tried all that stuff. It just doesn't. She can't get through it. It sucks.
Just lying to hate on Xbox. And when I asked him for receipts, I asked who was doing that. He couldn't provide any, of course. So then I told him, well, then you should stop spreading these lies because you're just misinforming.
Super Chat $2.
Oh shit!
Can't motion sickness meds help with that?
Yeah, Mr. Literal, but it doesn't help all the time. It's only. Is she really my ex? No. She's not my ex. We're married. Now you gotta think. Are we married? Or are we divorced? Or is she like... Or did we use the Ben Affleck J-Lo meme to cover it up? It's a tough call. You gotta figure it out, huh? She folds me every night like a book. That woman folds me every night like a book.
People, he decided to spread something else and he blocked me. So all this talk about, I talked.
Well, we're talking about spreading, young lady. What are we talking about spreading? Who's spreading what?
To people about this.
And by the way, let's put this out there because I've had this conversation with a lot of people.
Yeah, right. Don't believe that. He does not. When he's challenged, he will block you, especially if it's someone who actually has proof of their own condition, who plays games and has the voice to speak on behalf of it. He'll block you. He doesn't want to hear it. He wants to
super chat $5. I'm sure most of us in this chat get motion sick from playing any game at 30 FPS.
That's also a factor, true, yeah.
Hell, I have. I can't play any of my Xbox 360 games on the console.
Thank you for the 5, Onyx. Yeah, like that does happen to a lot of people as well. OLED widescreen? Probably.
The VR Gamer super chat £2. Old widescreen high HRZ monitor will help.
I think we should do something like that for her. Like her next birthday, just like buy her like a fucking ultra wide, like a 16 by 20, or 16 by 21. Is that what it is? What's the ultra wide screen? What's the widescreen, ultra widescreen setup? And get her like a high refresh rate monitor or something like that. Do something crazy for her. Ultra wide Bad Dragon. That's for me. 21 by 9. 21 by 9. Okay. Or like a 32 by 9. Something crazy. We'll get her something like that. Weak eyes. Lamau, no motion sickness. Yeah, exactly. 21. Yeah, we should do something for her like that. Get her like a fucking massive ultra widescreen or something. She has a 4070 now. So it might work.
To live in his lies and wants no consequences. But that doesn't work around here. I don't know if you got the memo or not, but if I'm passionate about something and you're misinforming people about that...
WWJNZ super chat $2. PS1 jumping flash. Avoid it like the plague.
That one's bad. No, it is not a review tech marriage. It is not. It is absolutely not.
Thing, you're gonna get called out.
Don't charge her like DCG. Oh my god.
Especially when you have the nerve to say something like this.
First person mode does not give people motion sickness.
It
this
does.
Is the weirdest misconception.
No,
so whenever someone says they get motion sickness from first person mode, they don't. They don't.
That's...
Everybody stop the presses because Jamie Moran says we don't get motion sickness from first-person games. We're all cured. Say that? Can you believe it? Just like that. Boom, we're cured. It's never going to happen again. Are you freaking kidding me?
That's
just because you don't get motion sickness with first-person games doesn't mean it doesn't exist. Just like when I don't get motion sickness.
Why is she in a tent? Is she camping? Is that why she's in a tent, because she's camping? Her channel's really good. Is that what she's doing? She put herself in a fucking tent and she's camping. The pegging tent, yep.
With the Gears of War roadie run, it doesn't mean that doesn't exist, because I know it does. Thankfully, I was never one to suffer from that specific motion sickness, but guess who does?
Do you know what else has camera bob, which gives me motion sickness sometimes? Gears of War, when you do the roadie run.
Bashy Washy super chat $5. Papi, tenemos que hacer que el frotamiento con aceite de bebaciano pictivo, OhNoItsAlexx.
Thank you, Bethy. Wait, what?
What else has camera bob, which gives me motion sickness sometimes? Gears of War, when you do the roadie run, right?
Yes.
When the screen shakes all over the place, like it's, like one of those handheld camera movies, and that gives me a little bit of motion sickness. That's why whenever I post Gears of War clips on Twitter, I'm never running around.
So you're telling me...
The VR Gamer super chat £5. A lot of motion sickness can come from input delay, so old is the way to go. High refresh rate.
Thank you, VR. We'll think about that, yeah.
Son of a bitch! Bullshit, don't go again!
The Wody one. The Wody one.
Brada Spliff super chat $5.
The Wody one.
My brother literally has the same problem. He can't play FPS games either.
Yeah, Onyx, the thing is, bro, I just don't want to be associated with RTU anymore, man. He's just, hopefully if RTU makes a comeback, that'd be great. Then I'll put his stuff back. But, sorry, bro. Get to work, bro. Get to fucking work.
You suffer motion sickness from the roadie run, or the woady one, we should say.
Oh, no! She hit him with the woady run!
And the camera.
Deathside Super Chat $2. Alex me gustan las hodges papi get the salt.
You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. I'm glad you like the ears. You're welcome. She hit him with the woady one. Oh my god, dude. She's so bad, bro. She's so bad. Jesus Christ.
Jackson Cabrera Super Chat $2. It hard for my friend to play because of seizures.
That's crazy, Jackson. I know, like, it's really difficult for, like, some flashing lights can be a problem. I know that was a problem with Cyberpunk when it first came out as well. But that's crazy. I hope he's okay. I know, like, the games he plays are limited because of that, but...
Goob Super Chat $5. I get motion sickness for third and first person games.
Yeah.
Usually removing motion blur or changing camera speeds is enough, but not always for FPS games.
True, Goob. Yeah, true. True. Thank you for the 5, bro. Yeah, it happens quite a bit.
Camera shaking and all that it's limiting your gameplay.
Look at this. Look. Isn't she the cutest fucking thing you ever goddamn seen in your life? Isn't she the cutest goddamn thing you ever seen in your life?
Literally to the point where you cannot run in Gears of War or else you get sick. I swear, do you guys listen to yourselves when you say these things? Like, do you not put 2 and 2 together or understand the irony of things? Does that not happen in your brain?
Oh, she's in chat! Everybody spam the emote. She's in chat. Spam the emote. Spam it. Let's go. Everybody scatter. I want to see the emote.
Son of a bitch. Bullshit, don't go again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Oh no, I have been groomed by Daddy Alex is in the chat. Oh my god. She does not look like Daria. What are you talking about? Actually, you know what? No, yeah, that checks out.
Jawbreaker Super Chat
no, yeah,
$5.
That checks out. That checks out.
Your wife looks like Daria.
That checks out. That checks out. Yeah, that checks out. That checks out, chat. Especially this one. This one absolutely checks out. This is the most accurate one that I've ever seen. This one 100% checks out. Yeah, this is not close enough. This is a mirror image. This one. This one, this is it. I mean, I don't know how many times to tell you guys I have seen this one. Oh man.
Now imagine a first-person game that is constantly making someone sick. You would think somebody
Doom.
like Jamie would
Bro, like Doom fucked Erica up so hard. I bought her Doom 2016. She played for like an hour and then she was like, I'm on the couch. I can't fucking move for like a day, bro. It was bad, dude. It was so bad for her.
Understand those limitations, but instead he wants to dictate what is motion sickness and what's not, and what causes it and what doesn't, to make it so there's only one type and other types don't exist.
Yeah,
like,
they don't
what
matter.
planet are you on? Just
True.
as you could look at the Gears of War roadie run and think, man, I can't do that. I can't run in these games if it shakes
imagine-
like that. Some of us can do the same when we look at first-person games, and we could just know that that's going to make us sick. So the fact that I look at Indiana Jones and know that that thing is going to make me sick, that's been my entire fuel for desiring third person, because I actually want to play that game. I did a whole
So the only thing with the reason why I think they went first person with Indiana Jones is because they're doing an immersive sim. And if you've played games like Deus Ex or Prey or other games like that, first person makes sense for that game. There should be a third person mode, but the problem is that would really detract from it being an immersive sim in the first place, because that category of game is naturally first person constantly.
whole video on that. That'll be in the description if you want to check it out. This is a follow-up because
But there should be
this
things for motion
narrative
sickness in the
of
game.
us faking things is still going, clearly, just to rationalize whatever they want in their head, because they're just so
Grizzly,
wrapped
you're right,
into
yeah.
console wars. It's just to the point where they have to come up with something, right? They have to say that we're lying just to make themselves feel better. That's what it is, really. Listen, PlayStation fanboys are bad in their own.
I think if they were going more for like Splinter Cell, because Splinter Cell is an immersive sim, and that is a third-person game, so they could have done something like that too. But the thing is, if it was, I think the problem is that they wanted to separate themselves from Uncharted. I think that's what the problem is. I think they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. That's what I think it is. The COD gameplay is bad. It's really bad. Daria, chill.
Own ways. But the one thing I constantly see about Xbox fanboys such as this is the straight up delusion, because that's all this is. The constant conspiracy theories, the way Xbox games are reviewed versus
Yo, there is so much friction between these two. You guys don't even know. You guys don't even know the friction. You guys don't even know the friction. You don't even know the friction, bro. You don't even know, dude. It is something.
how PlayStation games are reviewed, Xbox media bias, the Xbox tax.
I don't know. Listen, I don't believe in it, but there are times where I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, are you sure about this? Like, sometimes I'm like,
Mr. Litera one super
Maybe it
chat
is real.
$10. I'm kinda conflicted. I understand having a third-person mode makes the game more accessible, but adding
Yeah.
a third-person mode could not mesh well with a game designed for first-person.
yeah, Mr. Literal, thank you for the 10. I think that's also like the issue as well. Like, true. Like, I think that like the design of the game is specifically meant for that kind of setup, right? That kind of immersive sim, first person Deus Ex kind of a game. And I think that's what the issue is.
The whole conspiracy about, oh, this measuring stick is different for
Bashi Washi super chat $5. I get motion sickness when a badonkadonk goes left and right up close or suffocate me.
Me too, Bathy. Me too. Thank you for the 5.
PlayStation versus how it is for Xbox.
There are different measuring sticks when it comes to Xbox. Like, look, I'm not trying to get preachy or console war rhetoric,
Bro, you're an Xbox
or anything
channel.
like that. But there is different measuring sticks when it comes to games, and
I don't think that's the case. I think what happens is that Xbox is not making the games that reviewers want to play. Hot take. Hot take. I think Xbox is not making the games reviewers want to play. Reviewers want to play third-person, cover-based action-adventure games with stealth elements. That's what they want to play. And movie games. They don't play movie games. That's what they want to play. That's what they want to play. And Xbox doesn't make those games. It is what it is. A lot of viewers are ponies too. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Yeah, Horizon games. They want to play Horizon games. Like, how do I... Oh shit. Chat, I got exposed. Oh, no.
Fucking bullshit!
Fucking exposed.
Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit!
Fucking exposed.
Fucking bullshit! Fucking bullshit! Son of a bitch! Bullshit, don't go again!
No, what I do is I play the area and then I go back to see if I missed anything.
Why do people
So wrapped into console wars, it's games is how.
Look, but there is different measuring sticks.
Better than a food tab?
when it
Yeah, I don't
comes
keep any
to
food tabs
games.
saved.
And it seems like the biggest of the sticks is Xbox.
And these guys will just nod and agree with each other. Even if one is lying, the other one will say, yeah, you're right, dude. Like, you're right. They just agree with each other.
John 25 super chat $4.99.
Uh-huh.
You're stalking your ex-wife's videos now? Time to move on, Alex. She left you.
What do you mean true? Stop. No. Don't be truing in here.
Wannabe Hobo super
Don't be
chat
true.
5
No, don't
New
be like
Zealand
true.
dollars. Sometimes I think devs don't do third person because they don't want to animate the player.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, Hobo, I see that too. Thank you for the 5. Planlord, thank you for the 14 months. Look, chat, what you're basically saying is that Erica is literally J-Lo. I mean, that is literally the best compliment you can give anybody. Let's be real. She's literally J-Lo, which is true. True, she says. Yeah, don't.
Coming hard.
There's lies and delusions, and it just becomes this cycle of feeding this.
Erica from the block. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
To their audience.
J-Lo for the win. That's her new name. That's her new name. I loved you in Anaconda.
You don't see people going around saying, "Hey, we want The Last of Us with a first-person option." Nobody cares. Nobody asks.
I mean, nobody. I mean, I don't like The Last of Us, period. But I'm not going to play The Last of Us because it's first person.
That. Why do we want to have a third-person mode for a first-person shooter?
I don't know about you guys, but when I hear things like this, especially when it comes to Naughty Dog, I just think to myself, what? Because PlayStation and especially Naughty Dog are always ridiculed for that third-person over-the-shoulder cover-based shooter or cover-based gameplay. The template. I've made fun of it myself.
There it is, the template, chat.
W super chat $4.99. She didn't dump you. You both just agreed she should see other people.
True. Exactly, chat. Yeah, the whip. She stole that well, the whip. Yeah, she took the whip. That's the sound it makes when she cracks it over my ass, chat.
On this channel, the Sony template. It's
True.
a thing. It's a meme at this point. It's well known. And there's been many times I've seen gamers asking Naughty Dog and asking PlayStation to do something different, to get away from that template. Like, have these guys been
Erica.
asleep or something? Do they just not know these?
Because we got to give the context as to why they're mad at you. It's only a few minutes. It's only a few minutes left. Once it's done, we're going to give the context as to why they're mad at you.
Things. So it just makes it even more funny when they have this whole argument for people wanting first-person Indiana Jones because they don't want it to be Uncharted, right? That's always the thing.
Well, it shouldn't
we
be.
don't want it Uncharted.
Bashy Washy super chat $5. For the custody case fund, we can allow Alex Jr. to be raised by a pony.
True.
I can't not stand by that. We need yo make a goal for that.
Yeah, true, Bathy. Thank you for that. We don't want to get another pony in the house. That's really what we don't want to do. I already have to deal with PlayStation fanboys.
Jawbreaker super chat $5. If Erica is Daria, are you up, Chuck?
Yes.
We don't want it to be like Naughty Dog. When Uncharted is made by the poster boy of third-person over-the-shoulder Naughty Dog, right? Am I the only one using critical thinking here? Because it feels like I am when I see these clips.
No. Erica, the difference is that...
Manny C super chat $2. Hey Batman, what did J-Lo's cat smell like?
Hey! Relax! 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 Calm down, Manny! Calm down! Thank you for the 2, though.
Rambling Entertained super chat $2. Didn't J-Lo went to Didi's parties?
She used to date Diddy, remember? Remember that? J-Lo dated Diddy. Why didn't I say anything? Well, the past is the past. Jenny from the block. You can take the girl out of the block, but you can't take the block out of the girl! No diggity, no doubt. Hey, shut up, Kev. So the problem, Erica, is that Indiana Jones hasn't been relevant in a very long time. Since the Crystal Skull, which really nobody liked. So Uncharted basically just said, okay, we're going to be Indiana Jones for the modern age. And the problem is that Uncharted has gained more mind share about being a archaeologist that finds treasure. And the thing is, Indiana Jones has to now be out of that shadow, because if they just become Uncharted, even though Indiana Jones is basically Uncharted, then what happens is everybody's just going to say, oh, you just made another Uncharted game. That's why.
Literally people who like the look of Indiana Jones because it's not Naughty Dog's Uncharted. That should tell you people criticize Naughty Dog for doing that point of view. You literally complain about third person.
No, the difference is that people complain about the fact that every Naughty Dog game is basically the same. Not just the point of view, but the gameplay too. It's all the same. That shit never changes. It's all the fucking same.
Jazzafox Rorks super chat £5. Actual accessibility issue here. Imagine gatekeeping an entire group of people for an aesthetic. What are they? Abercrombie and Fitch. GTFO.
Thank you for the 5, Jazzy. I think accessibility features are very important. And I think Erica's right that they need to
Mr. Litera 1 super chat $5. To be fair, Naughty Dog is to blame for the way first-party Sony games are now. Yes. Most PS games now are just derivatives of Clue's formula.
True. That's true. Or Uncharted 1's formula, or Uncharted 2's formula. Wasn't Uncharted 2 before Last of Us?
Bashi Washi super chat $5. J-Lo cried and warned American about the Orange Man, but never did that about Diddy. Let that sink in. She is 100% pony on a ride.
True, Bathy. Thank you for the 5.
And want them to change. But we can't ask that of machine games because why? Oh, because it's the developer's vision. Oh, that's right. Now it's about the
Mario M super chat $5. Those group of people need to remember that Uncharted is basically a copy of Indiana Jones and Tomb Raider.
It is Mario, that's true, but the thing is, when you look at it from like a reviewer's perspective or like just a regular gamer, they're not going to think about Indiana Jones first. They're going to think about Uncharted first, because that's the more relevant thing in their mind. That's really what it is. But Erica is right about the actual argument here that there should be a mode for third person, because she probably wants to play the game, but she fucking can't.
Jawbreaker super chat $5. This entire country is farting for Trump.
Hey, you got a toot for somebody.
Huh? Now it is? Now we shouldn't ask anything? But every other day of the week, we could complain about Naughty Dog doing third person, right? That's okay. You see what I'm saying? It's all nonsense. And it's even more nonsense because we all know if this was reversed, if this game was third person, they'd be eating it up. Or if they added a third person option, they would eat that up as well. Oh, it's a good
I think the problem is if it was third person, it would actually just people be saying like, "Oh, you just made Uncharted." I think that's what would happen. People would be like, "I don't care, it's Uncharted. I already have it's people would be like, "Oh, we have Uncharted at home." That's what I think it would be.
Job, man. We got these accessibility options. Options are good and all that bullshit. You know that's how it would be. Because it happened with Avowed. They added third person and then people are like, oh, cool, options. Options are always good.
They added third person to Avowed? They did? Honestly, I'm really mad that Avowed is not a CRPG. No, you're not, Jazzy. No, you're not. I'm mad that Avowed is not just Pillars of Eternity 3. That's just me, though. Avowed should be Pillars of Eternity 3, especially after how Baldur's Gate 3 did. Like, that's what that should be, in my personal opinion.
But now it's the developer's vision when they don't do it. Oh, respect the developers. Machine Games is good at first person.
I think she's right about that. Like, there should be options for everybody at the same time. But the thing is, I think they're also not showcasing Indiana Jones in the right light because people think it's an action game, when in reality it's just going to be a immersive sim, which honestly is great, but nobody's expecting that. They're thinking of an action game.
Isn't Naughty Dog good at third person? What are we talking about here? You know, so that's just what makes me laugh when I hear this stuff, because we know it would flip if things were flipped. Bro, that's just how it is. That's how fanboys are. They just go with the wind of what their company tells them, and they ride or die no matter what. And they will double, triple, quadruple down, even if it's a bad opinion. And it always boggles my mind that this stuff just goes unchecked in this community by so many people. People just let this fly. The constant misinformation and the bias that's behind everything they say. I mean, can you even trust a review from these guys once they play the game? I know I couldn't. There's no way. There's no way.
Exposed,
and that's
chat.
my biggest pet peeve here as a content creator especially, is the disservice that this does for gamers. And granted, some of them probably don't care. They are fanboys themselves and they just go to these podcasts to get validation. That's a thing. But for the real gamers who listen to this stuff and nod their head thinking that this is true, I wish I could save you. I feel like I'm that guy outside the pet store and he's talking to the cat and he's like,
yeah, Erica's fucking cooking. Erica's 100% wrong, says Dr. Dry Rub. I don't know, man. There are people that do it for validation. There are.
Cloaked Onyx Super Chat $5. Now that I think about it, Indiana Jones reminds me of Skyrim's dungeons but in Starfield's engine.
Yeah.
Plates all being done by bare naked ladies.
No, I'm going to get claimed if I do that, bro. I disagree with her video 99%.
I'm gonna get you out of here. That's me. That's how I feel sometimes.
I'm gonna get you out!
And don't get me started on this Call of Duty gameplay that was playing in the background.
Bro,
holy
they can't shoot.
Shit. I gotta go, seriously. I'm done. I gotta go. I think I said enough. I say this with all my videos, but you know, it's nothing personal. This is all video games at the end of the day. And I know people are still gonna get mad at me and whatnot. I'm already blocked. Or I should say I was blocked because I don't have Twitter anymore. But you know, now I'm getting blocked on YouTube, so so it's fun. You know, it's fun. We're having fun, right? I always want to just have.
Was Escape from Butcher Bay first person too?